everyone.
Hey, hello everybody. It is Adam and LC Way here to spread the love and hope, helping others prosper every day. Excited to be here live on Facebook and YouTube with you guys. We are not your marriage gurus, but we are here to just real talk about relationships, marriage, anything honestly that you guys want to talk about because it could pertain to relationships. Honestly, it's going to affect your relationships, and we're just here to learn and grow, share things that we're learning, and hopefully you guys get value from it, but also hear from you and learn things that you guys are also doing. Hey, Richard, so that way we can get value from you guys. And we are on day 10-day challenge of just coming live straight stuff that we're learning from, but also just coming live to you. Part of the challenge is showing up every day here on this live, 14 days straight. We're
Four
on
more
day 10
days. But we
of.
do gotta be more accountable and try to set a schedule of when we'll do videos.
No, you guys just be ready for us at all times. Check your phones. So I just wanted to. Facebook has been having issues on my on Facebook Live. I don't know if it's my phone or if it's Facebook Live, but sometimes when you guys are catching either replay or catching it during the live, it's I guess been cutting short. And so we have. Hey Richard, that's good. Richard's on here. We've known him for a little bit now, but proud of you. Congratulations. Continue to keep growing that relationship. It's great that you found like you said a godly woman. That's definitely key, and so we are definitely happy for you. And let us know stuff that you're learning that we can grow from, and let us know if you have any questions. But anyway, yeah. So the lives have been cutting short. So we have it on YouTube. I'm probably gonna start posting the YouTube ones on Facebook just in case they do cut short for you guys. Other than that,
But if
though,
you do want to watch and continue from last night, because it cut off on 15 and we actually were about like less than 20 minutes, so it's missing about 15 minutes from the video. So go ahead and go to YouTube. It's
if you just type in on YouTube or Google hashtag not your marriage gurus, hashtag not your marriage gurus on Google or YouTube, you'll be able to pull up all the videos on there. Yeah, so the topic for today. This is a juicy one. Ooh.
Yes, Richard, it's always good to be growing. Hopefully you're doing well and your kids.
It says, do you want a happy marriage? I think we can all agree, yeah, we want a happy marriage. Yeah, well, if you do, you may want to divorce this person. You may want to divorce this person if you want a happy marriage. And so this is video part 1. We're going to do a full video. Look, see my live is messing up already. But we're going to do just a whole thing all in one, but we decided to split it up, honestly, into 3 videos because it's going to be so much and we don't want to talk for hours on end.
A long time because these can go
late night live. So, oh, what the heck? Oh, wrong chapter. And so, who do you want to divorce? And so we're gonna start off with this quote from Get Married, Stay Married. Again, we shared this many times with Paul and Billy K. Sika.
Paul and Billy K. Sika.
Yeah, and so Elsie's gonna read this quote, and you're gonna understand what the title of this means of who you should divorce.
Is that this one?
Yeah.
So it says, you can't be happily married to another until you get divorced from. You ready for this?
Drum roll.
Yourself.
Woo!
Let me read that again. So it says.
Finish the quote though.
I know. So I'm gonna read that part again. It says, "You can't be happily married to another until you get divorced from yourself. Successful marriage demands a certain death to self."
Come on, guys. Y'all aren't ready for that. You can't be happily married. So if you want to be happily married, but hey, maybe you're having issues, maybe you want a divorce, maybe you're going through something where you're thinking about divorce, or you're just not sure if divorce is an option. Well, first, who you should divorce is yourself. Because a successful marriage, it says, demands a certain death to self. We're going to dive in and talk about what does that mean. And so it really ties into selfishness in marriage. Selfishness literally hinders you from you two becoming one. Um, it means you're caring for yourself. You know you want it. You're not getting it your way. You're not getting what you want. It's all about you. And if it's not about you, then you're not happy in the relationship. If it's not about you, you're angry. If it's not about you, everybody pays for it. But I mean, you got to think back. I mean, like, so who isn't selfish when we're single? I mean, we're not married. We're just together. So you really have to think about yourself. You have to think about, okay, it only kind of matters about you. But when you come into a relationship, you can't have that same mindset going into this relationship. You got to have a totally different mindset. It's not just about you anymore. It's about two. Will you like that? It's not about you. It's about two becoming one. What you got? Something sharing that? I'm going through my notes, and so you have to think about, because when you're single, you have to think about, okay, what am I gonna eat? What am I gonna wear? What music do I like to listen to? Where am I gonna spend my money? But when you come together, those eyes become we's. We talked about that before. Those eyes become us. It's our money. What are we gonna eat? How are we gonna survive? What do you want? What movie do you want to watch? Not just what I want to watch. So your needs came first, but now when you become a relationship, if you want a happy, successful relationship, your needs have to come last. You know. What do you say? Do you want to share something on that?
No. Yeah. So I don't have notes like Adam. But I mean, I know the topic we're going to talk about, and I normally just think about something while we do these lives. That's why it's a live. Most of the time, I like to be prepared, but for some reason during these kind of lives, I know this is off topic, but I get more fed by what the Holy Spirit is telling me to say, because I don't know if maybe someone's having issues or not in a particular area, but. Just like ditto what Adam said about sacrifice, you're sacrificing yourself to do all these things to your spouse or even kids. You sacrifice yourself when you become a parent. So one thing that I touched on this a couple days ago where you gotta sacrifice. I think that's what I talked about was sacrifice, and I think Adam, the reason why he said don't really talk on it is because he had this already going. But at that moment, I needed to say something. But yes, I mean you're sacrificing for all the things that you do as a single person, and now you have to focus on your husband or your wife, and then eventually you'll have kids, and then you'll have grandkids. When you get older, when we're younger. Your parents take care of you. You don't really have any one to take care of. So we grow up to where, we think about ourselves. But again, it really depends on how you grew up and how you were raised. For me, for example, I grew up with a total of 5 siblings here in the U.S. So, I never really thought about myself as much when I got older because I had to help family members, and that's what I've learned, and that's why it wasn't as bad as trying to focus on Adam.
Great.
But I know that it's still hard sometimes because I do sometimes be selfish. As I say, and I forget about Adam, but most of the time I think about him before I do something. That's because that's just my personality, and that's where, that's really much it.
I mean, you have to learn how to do that if you want the relationship to last. You you kind of don't realize how maybe selfish you honestly are until you kind of get in a relationship, till you get married, because you don't really think about how much you have to think about the other person. And literally, like I said, eat. I mean, even eating is just one simple thing. Like, okay, do you think about what the heck? Sorry guys, my phone is playing games on me. You don't even think about like, okay, should they eat first? you know, I could fix myself something, but now I got to fix someone else something now too. Or let me see what else. You got to think about the other person's needs. Maybe at this time you're not wanting maybe something that they want, but you got to think about their needs.
For example, Adam wanted pasta. I did not want pasta, but because I knew he wanted pasta, I cooked pasta.
You better make me what I want, girl. Or sex. I mean, maybe that's something too. Maybe you're just not in the mood, but you want to fill your, you know, that love tank up for someone else. Whatever their love language is, maybe you're not in the mood to give, you know, a compliment. Maybe you're down and out, but you still do it because you're thinking about what it can do for that other person. And so you're divorcing literally yourself. You got to divorce yourself in order to move on and to move forward. And this is just kind of the prereq into the next two videos. We're going to give you some other tips and dive in deeper. But I just want to kind of leave you with this last thing, at least that's my kind of my last thoughts is Jesus said the greatest among us will be the greatest servant and merit what? Okay, sorry for really being interrupted. The greatest among us will be the greatest servant, and marriage makes you become a servant because it literally makes you more like him if you can become the greatest because you literally have to serve that other person. You literally have to be the least of your two. You got to put your needs, like I said, second in line. You got to put theirs first. And so marriage is honestly a beautiful thing because especially if you have a walk with Christ, it literally makes you more like him because it makes you have to serve the other person. If not, the relationship won't work. You won't be happy. You're going to be disengaged. You're going to want to get a divorce from them when you really should just focus on getting a divorce from yourself first because that's really going to make the difference. Yeah. Do you have anything else?
I did, but I lost it when you were talking. It's not because you were talking, it was because you when you were talking something popped in my head yeah, but, I mean really it's much more of sacrificing yourself when you're doing things or when you're thinking about things. You know, I actually had this question from somebody, or maybe it was both of us when he asked. He said, "What? I see you guys together all the time," and you know, it's shocking because you know the people that we were around, they love to be around with their spouse. They love to be doing things together. And you know, Adam and I, we didn't get married to be divorced or be divorced, meaning like going to work separate ways. Because we're at work, we don't see each other till from like 7:30 to 5:30, and that's a 10-hour day. We don't see each other. I mean, in like 8 hours we sleep, probably even less because we don't sleep every 8 hours. But we see each other from, you know, when he gets home and when we're home together, and then we go out and do something. You know, we got married so that way we can do that. We got married so that way we can spend time together. You know, nowadays a lot of people, they don't really spend time together because they go, the husband has his beer friends, and then the wives have their, you know, wine friends. And nothing against that. I want to say nothing. I have nothing against that. But for Adam and I, we want to be able to spend time together 24 hours a day. I mean, we got married just because we want to be together. We wanted to do stuff together. We didn't want to be tied down because we have to. You know, we want to make choices in our life, and you know, that's the sacrifice that we want to do, and you know, and we're able to do that because we're just so blessed to be around people who are blessing us. And now that's why we're doing this, is because we want to be you know, be blessing with other people. But I know that's kind of off topic, but I really wanted to share that. And yeah.
So yeah, I mean, so honestly, so part 2 is gonna give you 7 effects of selfishness for your marriage, for your family, and also 7 signs of selfishness. So if you're not able to familiarize it, if you're not sure, like maybe I don't know if I'm selfish or not, we'll give you some signs. Part 3 will give you how do you become selfless? So we'll give you tips how to move from that. I think 5 tips there. And then we want you guys to reach out to us, message us. And the reason being is we're gonna go above and beyond for those people who reach out to us to really give you some more extra tips, because like I said, we can't spend a lot of time on these lives. That's why we had to split this one up.
But we also want to be accountable. I know when we did start live a year ago, we never really took the time to reply with people. I think this year is more of accountability and a consistency of our videos and other things in our lives. So we just wanted to start that this year.
But so message us. We're gonna give you 9 ways how to overcome selfishness in marriage. I'm gonna split it up. So 3 for this video, 3 for part 2, and 3 for part 3.
So that means you guys gotta watch.
You gotta stay tuned, be part of it, and as you guys are part of it, I want you guys to take step by step. I don't want to give you all these. I want you guys to learn and grow from it, because we are all selfish. I'm guilty. She's guilty. I know you guys are guilty, and don't tell me you're not. And we're gonna, like I said, these part 2 and part 3, we're gonna go over it. But we can all work at it together to really grow, to move forward, to really make these relationships better, and so we can all just really help each other out. And so 9 ways how to overcome selfishness in marriage. First 3 is going to be from this video. If you message, second video, message us again. Go to our Facebook page, message us, message her or me, and then same, you'll get the third one in the part 3 video. Other than that, we are, like I said,
you gotta put the first 3.
Yeah, the first 3 are coming out. So the first 3 will come once you guys message us. We'll send those out, and then at a time. So as you guys watch through part 2 and part 3 of these videos, we'll send it out. And other than that, we love you guys. We're here to spread the love and hope, help others prosper every day. We're not your marriage gurus. Again,
time to sleep.
You know, you got to divorce yourself. That's the main point of this little mini series. But we'll talk to you guys later. Love you.
Love you guys.
Take
Good
care.
night.